Welcome back. Today we're starting in on a new demo. Well, not starting. I have already started. I've flushed out kind of an intro, a main riff, a verse, a pre-chorus, and a chorus. Just drums and guitar. I did come up with a bass part for the intro, but I don't know if I'm going to keep it. But today I'm going to kind of flush out the bass part for most of this first section, and we'll kind of see where we end up with that. So today I'll mostly be recording bass. I might come in and fill out some stuff with some rhythm guitars or add some lead stuff if we have time, if this video doesn't run long. Otherwise, I'll do that in another section. But first, let's take a listen to what I have so far. Again, it's just drums and guitar, and it is going to sound a hair off because what happens is I record the guitar idea to the metronome, then I'll put the drums underneath. And sometimes it's close enough that I don't go back and redo the guitars. It might be necessary here just because this part's a little more technical than other stuff. So I might need to go back and redo the guitar part. But once I'm really sold on the bass part under it and what the drums are doing, then I'll probably do that. I might do that today. I don't know. I don't think it's that off, but it is noticeable. And also, it's a demo, so it doesn't really matter. I'm just communicating the idea. So let's give this a listen before I hit play, just to add more suspense into your day. With this song, I wanted something that was a little more active to start out with. I didn't want something that was so based on like big orchestration or stacking harmonies on top of power chords. I wanted something with some movement, a little bit of vibe, maybe some of that like 80s shred stuff in there. I think we're pretty close, but you tell me. Oh, I froze the drums, so it has to freeze the entire thing. Could have done that before I hit record, Jeff. So at the end here, somewhere around bar 96 or 97, I need to work that do-do-do-do-do from the beginning into the guitar part so that that theme can kick in again, probably. I'll probably whip it in there for 8 bars or so. But that's everything up through a first chorus so far. It's a little sparse, granted I don't have the bass under it. And another thing that I need to watch out for is, like in the other song that we worked on, I'm already, by the time I get to that transition point, I'm already at 2 minutes. You know, if I repeat this cycle again, that's 4 minutes. And I definitely want another verse, another pre-chorus, another chorus, and then probably bridge, guitar solo somewhat. I could shake it up. I could go straight into a bridge from here, but I'm not focused today on extending the form. Today, I just kind of want to fill out this first section and see how that potentially informs the choices that I make moving forward. This so far has been really fun to me, and some of the other stuff I've been working on hasn't been fun. But this one, I'm just like, it's bouncy. It's got that kind of tight riffing to it. Like, it just feels fun. So I might not like goober this one up with a bunch of bridges and key changes and stuff like that. I might just like let this one be kind of a fist bumpy, fun song. We'll see on how things flesh out, but let me grab my bass and we can dig in. Back with the bass. This is my Fender Aerodyne Jazz running direct into my Universal Audio Apollo Twin interface into Logic here. Right now I've got the dark glass on, as well as my Californian 1x15 cab. For some reason the dark glass felt right on this. Sometimes it doesn't, and I don't want that extra grit. Like, here's what it sounds like now. And if I take it off, it still sounds good, but I just like that little extra punch right now. I did dial back the drive and the treble, so it's less grindy than normal. So let's take a listen. So also, none of this is mixed. I do have some like slight volume adjustments here, but it's not like mixed. This is just volume for tracking. Put on the bass and let's listen to what we've got in this first section again. I think it's pretty good. I recorded this the other day and I kind of like it, but let's give it a listen. Okay, so I think I'm going to keep that. I do like that. One thing that I try to keep in mind when I'm writing bass lines is I like my bass to have movement, but not so much movement that you kind of lose a pocket. And, you know, maybe that's something to say about my ability to feel a pocket or something like that. Dig on me if you want. But when guitars are really busy, like they are for these 24 bars or however long it is, I don't like my bass to be equally as busy. And that's one thing that kind of like, sometimes Iron Maiden really hits for me and sometimes it really doesn't. And so much of it is like, I just kind of want the bass to sit back a little more. So I want there to be, I want to match some of the harmonic movement, but I don't want to be as noodly. So I think we got there. So let's take a look at this kind of intro into the main riff idea. So because I'm going to come in right away. So let me trim that. And this is that main riff. Which I think will be something akin to like a, which I think will be something similar to like a, technically that would be, but I think I'll probably go. Oh, maybe I'll do the down. Let's play with it. Oh, it doesn't go down to the G on that end. Let me redo that. I like how that feels though. It's fun. It's pretty punchy. let's check that. I felt pretty good about that. Let's move on. That sounded pretty cool. Verse part should go something like this. Screwed up some of that, but that's pretty close. Let's do it again. So let's listen to that verse. Yeah, that verse was fine. It's a demo. So let's move on to this pre-chorus. I know the drum part says main theme. I just haven't renamed it. This is the pre-chorus. All right, I'm going to punch in on that last one. Something like that. I don't quite know where that's going to end, and I can redo it or trim it later. But let's check that chorus. Well, let's check that verse through the chorus. Something in that pre-chorus, so we'll redo it. One thing you've probably noticed is that I'm, for the most part, just kind of pulling from what the rhythm guitar is doing. I want to leave room for the lead guitars to have melodies and some movement, and then later when I go back to re-record the bass for the actual song, I might pull something from what the lead guitar is doing to add some flair and movement. More than I prefer the bass to pull from the leads rather than the leads to pull from the bass. Could just be that I'm a rhythm guitar player at heart and that's the way that I like it. But I don't want to commit myself to certain licks, runs, things like that yet, so I'm not going to. But let's catch that pre-chorus again, because I wasn't as tidy in there as I could have been. Does that hit like a eighth note early? It does. Okay. Okay, so there's no gallop that second time. Cool. I don't know why I stopped. Something. I like that. I liked all that. Let me hook up my guitar real quick and let's take a stab at putting some rhythm guitars under this leads section, which I realized I need to, if I'm going to put leads under it, or rhythm under it, I need to bring this panning in a little bit.